What's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Love and Hip Hop ATL Season 3, the reunion part 1. So, the reunion got started last night, you guys, and it was cool. When they said it was going to be a 3-part show, I was just like, you know, we ain't fixing to get this fight tonight. We either going to get it at the end of this show or at the very beginning of the next show. And sure enough, they sprung that shit on us, you know, the last 2 minutes of the show. So, no fight really, but at least we know it's coming. But we ain't gonna talk about the fight today, okay? We're gonna talk about what happened last night. And it should be a fairly easy review for me because if you guys can remember clearly, they didn't show anybody that I normally mock, okay? We didn't have no Mimi. We didn't have no Deb Atney, and we didn't have no Jocelyn. Okay, so I don't have to mimic anybody, which makes the video that much easier for me. So I'm gonna whip this one out real fast to you, and then I'm gonna get on back to work. Oh, and they got the air fixed. So success. All right, so let's get to it, shall we? I done said all of that and they ain't recorded shit. Oh my God. Let me turn the fucking air on. Y'all, I done did like 10 minutes of this shit and it ain't even recorded. Let me turn my fucking ear on. Oh my God. So annoyed when that happens. Okay, so first off, the host. The host was S'more. You guys know S'more, she is a well-known comedian. The host was a definite welcome change from Mona, okay? I think we was all over Mona sitting up there and hosting the review because Mona was biased. Because half the cast is afraid of Mona. You could tell when Mona liked you or didn't like you. If she didn't like you, she kind of treated you unfairly on stage. We was just over Mona. So Mona finally made the decision to get somebody else and she got S'more. I don't know if S'more is all that exciting and you know all of that. We ain't really got into no for real meat yet, so I'm not gonna say that she was a boring host. I'm gonna just say that it wasn't really nothing to get crunk about just yet. But yeah, I like S'more. I want to know why S'more always look like she about to film like a bondage porno or something. All that fucking hot ass leather she always have. I just want her to put on like a cotton shirt. That's it. Hey, you can keep the leather pants and everything, but you know, S'more always looks nice to me. Her hair is always done. Her makeup is always done. She always looks good to me, so I was cool with S'more. Anyway, you guys, while we talking about looks, let's just go on down the line to everybody and what they had on. For the most part, I thought that everybody looked, you know, I thought everybody looked pretty good. Tammy, I thought Tammy looked really good. She had on a red classic, you know, racer neck up here dress, you know, fit really nicely to her body. I heard that it was a T. Rivera collection. Okay, so you guys can order that if you want to. It hung nicely on her and it doesn't hurt that she has a very nice body. She has an awesome shape. That girl looks great, okay? So it's hard to make shit look fucked up when you look like that. I also liked Erica's look, which was surprising because I don't normally like lace. And a whole bunch of lace is normally too much for me. And a whole bunch of red lace is usually just over the top. But for whatever reason, it worked for me and I liked it. I liked the way her hair looked. I just kind of liked Erica's whole look. Erica Dixon, I'm talking about. Carly's shirt. I liked Carly's shirt. I didn't know what it was doing at the bottom, and when I finally got a full picture of the long skirt that she had on and it was black with the split all the way up, I didn't really like that. I wish that the dress was all white, or you know, she might have had on an A-line skirt, you know, that kind of stopped at the knee and, you know, kind of gave her a little bit more of a classic look, because that black skirt and all that, it kind of just had like an old vampy look. It didn't really match to me. Her makeup and her hair was really, really nice. She looked good. Ariane's white jumpsuit, it looked cool on her. It was different. It was different than what we was, you know, getting from everybody else. Wasn't really feeling the makeup. Too dark. Mimi was cool. I'm still not exactly sure if her, like, it was like a halter. It was lacy up here and it was long. I'm not sure if it was a skirt or if it was pants, you know, like really full pants. But I thought Mimi looked good. I like the fact that they took her out of her normal bob and actually gave her a faux hawk and pushed her hair back and, you know, kept it straight and long. It was cool. Again, her makeup was dark, so I wasn't really feeling the makeup, but I thought her you know, her outfit looked nice and her hair looked cool. Rashida had on, what did Rashida have on, you guys? She had on, it wasn't, I think she had on a suit. Yeah, I think she had on a suit. She had on a white suit, and the suit was cool. It was, you know, it was like a pencil pant, so it stopped like right below her shin, and I think she had on the blazer, and I think she had like a little bra or something on underneath. So hers wasn't bad. It was, you know, it was quite conservative, and that was cool. Who else? Althea. Now, Althea is trying to pull the wool over our eyes, okay, because Althea is thick in the middle. So what she ended up doing was wearing this two-piece. I believe it was two-piece. It was like a little bustier, not a bustier, like a little bandeau, like a little small little strapless bra, looks like, and the skirt. And it looked like she had pulled the damn skirt up over her big ass stomach and had it up to here, so you can only see like this much skin in between. So I was just like, girl, you is really trying it. Okay, I know the trick, because yeah, my stomach can be interesting sometimes too. Okay, so maybe that wasn't a dress to put on. Bambi's, I was just okay with her dress. It kind of reminded me of Candy's from Real Housewives of Atlanta's reunion. It was black and it had like some netting up here and some stones and shit, and it was, you know, real long and black. It wasn't velvet or anything or velour. Mama D's outfit was better than it had been in the past, but it was like overkill. It was all purple, and I'm not sure if it was lace or if it was some kind of cheetah print or something, but it had a real long train, and it had a split, and, you know, it was high neck, and then she had on this necklace with a whole bunch of shit and these long ass sleeves. I was just like, girl, that is just a whole lot. Okay, but again, better than last season. Her hair looked nice. Her makeup looked nice. Kalina, I was on the fence with Kalina. You know, I know she's a mom, and she's trying to change the image up a little bit, and she's pregnant. I felt like the dress still was too much material. The coral color, maybe it was her hair, because she had, her hair was kind of in my same hairstyle, but it was like this purple that was weird. It was like it had been washed too many times, so it wasn't really matching the coral. The dress, I guess, was supposed to be pink, but was more coral in her hair and her makeup. Something was off there. I didn't like Jocelyn's look. I just felt it was basic. She just had on some black shorts and some shirt, you know, and she looked like she came to fight. Okay, so she didn't glam it up like she normally does. Her hair was cool, but yeah, she just, and I think that's it. I think that's it. The men look like they normally did. Okay, Scrappy with his medium shirt. That nigga, I just want him to go up one size. Okay, he always look like he gonna bust out his shit. Kirk had on white and red. Yeah, he had on a red jacket. Y'all always be the old blackest niggas want to come out in some fucking red. TVJ and Benzino look like they normally do. And Young Jock looked like a horse jockey. So y'all, I think that's it for everybody's look. Let's get on to the show. So it's the reunion, you guys, and we have to go over the old storylines, right? So we dig the old Kirk and Rashida foolishness out the grave. We unpop the nails off the coffin, and we breathe life once again into that dead-ass stupidity that they made us suffer with for 2 damn seasons. I can't even give it energy, y'all, okay? They say that everything is fine with their relationship and they moving forward, okay? So that's it, all right? It's over. You guys, after last night, I am convinced that Carly called up Jock on the telephone before season 3 started and asked him if he would pose as her boyfriend, and he said okay. And somewhere along the lines, Jock got caught up fucking around with Baby Knees, who he really did like, but then he also was obligated to acting like he was Carly's boyfriend on the show. So they kind of wrote Baby Knees in on the joke, and I don't think that Carly expected Baby Knees, but once Baby Knees was in the picture, I think that she just rolled with it, okay, and decided to, you know, act all indignant and upset with the fact that Young Jock was fucking this girl, because I'm sorry. It's obvious that Jock does not care about Carly like that. Yeah, he might have fucked her a couple of times just because, you know, they trying to get it together for this show anyway. Okay, might as well try out the goods. But as far as a real relationship, no, we never heard about Young Jock and Carly hanging out before season 3. We ain't never really heard about them hanging out after season 3. So I don't believe that it was a real relationship. I think they just kind of all went with it. They too damn giggly about it. They too damn giggly about the fight. Okay, Baby Knees sitting up there just as I'm just like, what is this? Do this child have a pulse? She just always just like, he's sitting up there going on and on about Carly and shit. And Baby Knees, honey, it's almost like it's just going in one ear and getting lost somewhere up in there. So yeah, I'm not quite too sure about the connections in Baby Knees, but we do know that Young Jock seems to like Baby Knees. He wouldn't even let them introduce her as his side chick, okay? He was just like, nope, you ain't bringing her out like that, you know, so it's his woman. But as far as Carly is concerned, you know, someone who was truly hurt by a man that supposedly they cared about or loved or was trying to make a go of it, she's not gonna be sitting up there laughing while the nigga recant a story of them fighting, you know, yep, that's me. I'll take that. Yep, that's me. Carly. I mean, you sitting up there co-signing on the birdism, okay? Because this bitch is for real a bird. So the whole thing is just like it was giving her more of the I'm Carly and I'm crazy and I don't take no shit persona, okay? That Carly is just real proud of having. Oh, and we can't forget about the fact that Carly is the freak. The sucking Jock's dirty ass fingers Carly. The Carly who gives him a foot job. Oh, and also the Carly that likes to lick his ass. We cannot forget about that, okay? So she just so proud, okay? She just an OG thought, y'all. Just happy, just with the fact that everybody looks at her like, bitch, you is nasty and you is crazy. And he telling all your business and you okay with it? What the fuck is wrong with Carly? But mark my words, you guys, Carly will be back next season, okay? Quenching an entirely new thirst. First of all, y'all, why was we giving Erica P even the time of day? Okay, we was tired of Erica P already, and really, Erica P need therapy. Erica P go from sad to mad, okay, to cussing out Bambi, to saying that Scrappy want her, to, you know, then crying, okay, then we got to hear about her getting beat when she was with her old man, okay, and then we got to go back with, you know, her trying to figure out why Bambi and her can't get along, to then her being upset again, to her being a bad bitch. I just like, look, I got fucking time for this roller coaster that is Erica P. Erica P is a side chick. Okay, we went through this already. I already told you that she a side chick. I don't know for the life of me why women get excited about a fucking text that they got at 2:37 in the goddamn morning. You all basing your whole, you know, he in love with me and I'm the love of his life off of a fucking booty call text? No. But you ain't heard damn nothing from this nigga in the middle of the day, okay? When the motherfucker is at work, that's when you know if they really care about you. Let the motherfucker text you when they at work and they stressed out and they on their way to lunch, okay? And they finally text you or call you and say some shit about that. But yeah, in the middle of the night, when a motherfucker is drunk and probably high and extremely horny, you really making it seem like this Negro wants to be with you, okay? You is a fucking booty call, side chick, side hoe, whatever you want to call it, but you ain't the one, Erica P. So I ain't got no more energy. And you know, as far as Bambi, you know, I like Bambi. Y'all know not only the fact that she's, you know, West Coast affiliated, but also with the fact that, you know, Bambi got Scrappy's number. She's like, listen, me and Scrappy have a good time. I like him. He's a good dude and everything. But I ain't trying to marry the nigga. Okay, so why is everybody putting so much pressure on this relationship? I was just like, thank you. People was upset with the fact that Bambi wasn't turning up, you know, and Bambi wasn't going off, okay? And Bambi, they was saying that she was being fake, okay? And that she was molded and that she... I was just like, no, I think Bambi just knows what she's dealing with. When they fight, then you be mad and saying it never needs to go there and it's never any reason to fight and it's never that serious and all that shit, okay? But then when they don't fight, then you feel like they trying to, you know, they trying to put on an act and that, you know, they really are molded. And yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? You bitches ain't never satisfied. So it's obvious that Scrappy and Bambi is on and off. If you follow them on Instagram, you can almost tell when they're on or when they're off. Now we all know that if Bambi ever does decide to get serious and need to settle down with somebody, then she probably needs to just leave Scrappy's ass, okay? Because Scrappy love the ladies, okay? And Scrappy's ass will make you fucking kill him, okay? With all the shit that he be having going on. So, yeah, when shit gets serious, then maybe it's time to leave Scrappy. But if she's all right with the relationship the way it is right now, you know, on and off and whatever they got going on, then what is everybody going on and on and on for? And then we get to that goddamn baby mama, y'all. And I'm a really... That Erica Dixon has my blood pressure high. Now, we know throughout this whole season that Erica ain't had shit but that tired-ass O'Shea the model, okay? And that shit lasted for 3 good episodes. She tried to turn up and make it bigger than what it was, but we was over that shit before it even happened. So then she had to pull something out of her ass this reunion, you know, to get us all talking and make sure that she was relevant. So while Scrappy and Bambi is talking about their relationship or whatever, she butts in and was just like, oh, but wait a minute, Bambi. What about you? You was fucking Scrappy when he was in the rehab and we was still together. We was still engaged. What about that? Now, Bambi to me has always been respectful of Erica, or at least I have never ever seen Bambi say anything about Erica. I've never seen them get into any confrontations or anything. So Bambi didn't really respond to what Erica was saying. I sat there and looked at that damn TV screen like, really, Erica? First of all, who the hell knows what type of relationship you and Scrappy was during the time that he was in rehab? We already know that you guys was on and off that whole time. It wasn't like y'all was ironclad in no fucking relationship anyway. So first, yeah, I mean, not only that, you guys, but when she was happy and in love with O'Shea the model, okay, who could put it down in the bedroom, but the motherfucker ain't had 90 cents to get some fucking peanut butter crackers out the goddamn vending machine. She was all happy and in love. She didn't have anything other than hope and love and respect for Scrappy and the fact that he was with somebody and she just wanted him to be happy because she was happy too. But how quickly the fucking tides turn, right? So when baby mama gets alone and horny and ain't got that broke ass nigga around to, you know, hook her up, then all of a sudden she turns her sights on baby daddy. I guess the fact that, you know, she tells us that Scrappy and Bambi was fucking around at the time that them two was still together, that was supposed to change our mind and make us be on her side. And then in a surprise move, okay, that would equal the thirst of Carly Red, she pulls out a goddamn receipt that she got folded up like, oh, so wasn't we just at the hotel? Wasn't you just eating my pussy last week? I was just like, no, this bitch did not. Did she just say he was eating her pussy? Really? On the stage in front of everybody with his goddamn mama sitting around? I was just like, the first one, I mean, I know that Mama D ain't, you know, we ain't calling her the model mama or nothing, but for real, like, who says this shit? You fucking nasty ass bitch. Y'all know I fucking hate that term, eating my pussy. Face in the place. Face in the place. Why y'all can't say that? That nasty ass bitch was going for shock value, I guess. But instead of it me being on her side, it just made me look at her more disgustedly, because really, why is you going through all of this? You don't want him back. Okay, but you let his ass go down on you, not once, but twice. But then you tell us, but I stopped everything before it even got that far. I was just like, bitch, you a whole ass side chick too. Because you know that Bambi and Scrappy are together now. And now you sneaking around with his motherfucking ass. And you guys, I get it. I get it. Baby mamas do this all the time, okay? They just like to know that they can pull their baby daddy anytime they want, okay? And then they save that shit. And then they whip it out on the new girlfriend. Yeah, I fucked your man last time and I can always fuck your man. You know, it's all of that. Yeah, a whole bunch of nigga shit, right? But still, it happens. That shit is a power move, and I told you guys a long fucking time ago that this bitch needed watching, didn't I? And then to make the shit 10 times worse, now we believed her. Okay, we didn't like it and we was mad and irritated with the fact that she said it, but we believe that shit, okay? We even believed it when Scrappy stormed off and said that he was gonna leave, and Mona was like, nigga, what the fuck are you leaving for? They don't sit your ass down and take that damn lie detector test, okay? We even believed it more when he didn't pass the damn lie detector test, talking about he don't recall. And she still went on to say, oh, so you don't remember when you was at my house, okay, and we was watching a movie, and then I fell asleep, and then you woke me up, and then you pulled down my pants, and then you went down. I was just like, oh my God. Why are you doing this? You are making yourself looking so birdish and nasty and hoish and thirsty. I couldn't believe it. I just did not understand what her angle was, okay? And I think it backfired for her. She was trying to make it look one way when we already knew Scrappy was about the fuck shit to begin with, and she just kind of confirmed it by making herself look even worse. So she should regret it, you guys. It was a bad look for Erica. So that's it, y'all. Like I said, we don't get into the fight because to me it didn't really happen, and we need to leave shit to talk about next week. I know y'all gonna start talking about the fight in the comments below, but yeah, I'm not big to go over it. We'll talk about it when we see it. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.